Hello. Hello. Are we live? How is it going, guys? This feels weird because last Sunday, I cannot even believe this, but last Sunday, I was in DC watching SB19, and today I'm in London. So sad. I'm sad. Oh, not Page Pop being my first viewer. Page Pop, why are you so obsessed with me? Paige, literally right before this live, I rewatched our live because I didn't even watch it. And I was like, what did we say? What was the vibe? And I rewatched it. And why are we so funny? Anyways, guys. Okay, so in the last live, you might have seen it's titled like SB19 recap. We ended up not recapping anything because the boys went on live and stole our thunder. So we ended up not recapping anything. So today is the official recap. I will tell you everything that happened behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, all the stories. I will tell you all the details, the juicy details. I will tell you everything that was not vlogged. All you gotta do is ask. I rewatched yesterday and was loving so hard. Paige, you should be asleep, shouldn't you? What time is it? So, okay. Also, I wanted to do like an unboxing of the freebies that I got and the light stick because ended up not unboxing my light stick because we were rushing. We were on a time crunch. We had to get that light stick out to go to the concert. I came to work for 3 hours, so I'm hiding to watch. Oh, you're at work? Wait, guys, I used to be in the same time zone as everyone, and now I have to literally pull up my phone to see what time it is everywhere. Hello there, we're so excited for your unboxing of PAGTATAG merch. Okay, so we should like recap as it was happening. So I flew on Thursday. Guys, I have not edited my vlog yet. I will be editing it on Tuesday. So it will be probably up on Wednesday probably on Wednesday because I'm going to take the Tuesday off just to edit my vlog because I don't want to wait too long. But also, I really have no idea what footage I have. It was hard because I was trying to vlog. We were all trying to vlog, to be honest. I feel like with all of us, with Paige, Melly, and I know Jasmine vlog, but I don't think you'll ever see that footage. But with the three of us combined, you will have a good idea. I think with the three of us combined, you will have an entire actual vlog. I fear for all the footage you have. I feel like I have the most footage because I was like really on my influencer era. I was like, I need to get that footage. Every time something was happening, I was like, camera. Though I feel like all the best moments we had, like all the really best moments, we were in filming. I also didn't film the last day just because I didn't want to bother filming. So basically my vlog will end at us being drunk. But after that, there was an entire 24 hours that you will never know about. That will be kept secret. Hello, everyone. Okay, so flew in on Thursday, guys. I flew in on Thursday. Woke up at 4 a.m., went to the airport, got on that plane, landed at JFK at 12 noon lunchtime. Then I'm going, like, I open my phone and I'm like, I already had all the directions to go to the hotel. I was like, okay, how do I go to the hotel? It seems complicated because JFK to the hotel seemed complicated. And I was, obviously, my first thing is I open my phone, I catch up with everything that I missed because I was on a plane for literally 8 hours. So I was like, what did I miss? Open my phone. And the first thing I get was like messages from Melly. I was like, oh my God, Melly, I've arrived. Oh, Melly didn't come to New York. And then we started talking and I was like, Melly, you know what? I don't like secrets between girlies. Like, if you guys need to know something about us, is that we're besties and we do not keep secrets from each other. And I was like, Melly, I really don't like secrets. I will not keep secrets from you. And Melly, as the best friend she is, she's like, Lydia, I've got a secret to tell you. And I was like, oh my God, what is it? She was like, I shouldn't tell you, so please act surprised. And I was like, what? And she's like, Paige and Jasmine are at the airport right now waiting for you to welcome you. Guys, I felt at this moment, literally, my first thought was, I need to cry. Because I don't know if you realize, but someone going to the airport to get you is big deal. Because the airport is so far from everything. And I was like, you're telling me that they went out of their way to come to the airport to welcome me, Lydia Lane. And then I was so happy. I was like, oh my God. And Melly was like, it's supposed to be a secret, so act surprised. I was like, okay, I'm going to try to act surprised. But yeah, that was the best welcome party ever. So arrive. I vlogged that. I had the footage. The footage is there, right? So nice. Guys, when you're like scared of flying and you're flying for 8 hours, but then your friends are there to welcome you at the airport, it's the best feeling in the world. Literally. It means so much. It means so much. So, on our way to our hotel, all together on the New York subway, almost got lost. But for some reason, New Yorkers were very welcoming and very helpful. They gave us the directions. Then we made it to our hotel, only to find out this is our hotel. This is the venue. This is our room. This is the venue. We could literally see from our window the venue. Literally, me on my bed, I could see the venue. Was the best. Also, I'm the one who booked that hotel. So I'm so proud of myself for getting the best hotel, the best room ever. Guys, there's so many stories. I swear, we've told some stories on the vlog, but y'all, so funny. Anyways, then that night, I was a bit jet lagged. I was a bit like stressed for some reason. But Kent went to welcome us, and we went on the rooftop to have a little cocktail, catch up with the besties. It was so nice. And actually, the same evening we went on live. That's the evening we went on live. And the same evening, SB19 showed up at the airport too, like really later that night. I think they arrived. I arrived at noon, and I think they arrived at 9 p.m. I'm not sure. Maybe 10 p.m. They arrived late. I don't even know. It's hard to keep track of time. But yes, that was really fun. And then what happened on the next day? On the next day, Thursday. So next day was Friday. The concert is on Saturday. So, guys, this is something you don't know. Actually, barely vlogged, but on that same night, it's very okay. There's so many things that you guys don't know if you're from the Philippines, but it's very difficult to get information. Like, very, very difficult. So, for example, welcoming the boys at the airport. Very difficult to get any information. So that's why we didn't go to the airport to welcome them. Could not get the information. Like, the information are very like close, and you can't, like, even if I wanted to go to the airport, I couldn't have. I was told by message that going to welcome the boys to the airport was by invitation only, which is sad. But I just saw this morning when I woke up the turnout in the airport in Canada, and that warms my heart because, guys, I wish this was the welcome we gave them in the United States. But unfortunately, literally, I wanted to go to the airport, guys. If it was just me, I would have been at that airport. And I was not allowed, or I don't know. Like, basically, you need to get an invitation to go to the airport. And I think in Canada, you don't need an invitation. Like literally, they tell everyone, hey, show up to the airport. And this is why next year I am going to Canada. Because Canada, I feel like, is more open to international fans. Like, as me, I'm someone that is not American and also who's not Filipino. So for me, it's difficult to get any information. Like, for example, them like performing when they performed in Hollywood Boulevard, this was also by invitation only. So basically you cannot go, you cannot meet the boys or do anything. So I feel like the best chances you have to like go to all the events is to go to Canada. But luckily, we've got the best friends. Oh no, lagging. What does that mean, lagging? Like, is it bad quality? But fortunately, we have one of the best friend ever. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name. Oh, you're not lagging for me. Okay. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name of that friend. One of the best friend coming through, messaging us, being like, girls, we do not want to keep information from you. So I will tell you right now, tomorrow, SB19 is performing at Fox 5. And I was like, oh my God, we kind of, okay, for Fox 5, guys, we kind of knew because, the host, she posted that she was trying to get SB19, right? And SB19 arrived on Thursday. Concert is on Saturday. So the only way for them to perform was on Friday. So we were like, okay, should we just go there? Like, should we just show up and see? Maybe they will perform. I don't know. But then that one friend, who's the best friend, like literally giving us all the information because they're like, yeah, we want you to come. So they told us, that friend told us when it was and where it was. So on the Friday, we woke up, went to Fox 5. We arrived quite early. We went to Fox 5 at, I think, 8 a.m. And there was already a few people there, maybe like 5 people. I think those people were not expecting to see us because I think Fox 5 was also by invitation only. So I think they were not expecting to see us. But I'm so glad that that friend gave us the information because I really wanted to welcome the boys. Like, I want them to have the support that they deserve. Like, I want them to see the love, see the fans. Because obviously, they're traveling for so long and they're traveling so far. Obviously, you want them to be welcomed by hundreds of fans. You don't want them to come and then there's 2 fans. Then they're gonna believe that they don't have fans, like that nobody's showing up for them. So it's better when there's lots of people. So then that morning for Fox 5, we had our coffee, then we waited. You want them to see the number that they see online in person, right? Because there are so many fans, guys. Probably more than I even expected, but this year, even more than last year. So we got our coffee and we waited. We made friends with some people. We met like a few new 18 that were so fun. Then we started queuing at the Fox 5. We were really not a lot of people. Like, compared last year, guys, okay, this year compared to last year. Last year, SB19 has had less fans, but more people showed up at the airport and more people showed up at Fox 5. Why? Because information are not being given for the fans to welcome them. So that's why it doesn't like show, I think that's the only like sad part. So there was barely anyone at the Fox 5 studio, like barely. And I think it's a bit sad. Like, you want them to have a big line. Like, it's a freaking television. You want them to get out of the studio and be welcomed by so many fans. So they put like barriers on us. Guys, when I tell you what I'm about to tell you, this is exclusive information. But, okay, so they told us that they will perform at 10 a.m. So we waited from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. We had so much fun. Like, we made friends, we took photos, we vlogged. Hello, Lydia, watching from Oman. I see people from Manila and from Oman. Wow. And so then, guys, I'm going to tell you because I don't think a lot of people vlogged or you guys don't know what happened at Fox 5. So I will tell you exactly what happened. Fox 5, okay, let's say this is us queuing like this in a line. And then you enter here. This is SB19 arriving. You can tell because they have a big van with tinted windows. It's black. They arrive. They start coming in. Us, woo, woo. The van stops in front. Boom. Guys, they stop in the middle of the road because they have to get out, of course. Behind them, all the New Yorkers with their car honking, bah, 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 move that bus, move the van, because they stopped in the middle of the road. And I felt so bad because there's like 5 cars behind honking at SB19, like, move it, move. Like, why are you stopping in the middle of the road, guys? And we were like, oh my God, SB19 has been honked at, oh my God. So I think they were like very stressed and they literally left so fast because they had so many people behind them like honking for them to move. So that's why it went so fast. Okay, this is how I think I'm gonna remember. I think Pablo came out first. Guys, don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. I think Pablo came out first. He ran to the door. Then there was Stell, ran to the door. Then Josh ran to the door. Then Justin ran to the door. And then last one, Ken, ran to the door. And then their car moved so fast. And people were like honking. Bah, 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 and then the van left. It was so funny, guys. Like, just seeing it. Nobody vlogged. Like, I literally had my camera and I was checking. I was like, oh my God. But it went so fast because they were so pressured to leave the road. So that's what, guys, you probably don't know about what happened at Fox 5. So then they go inside. So obviously we have time now because they're going to perform. So they tell us they're probably going to last 1 hour. They're going to stay like 1 hour inside. And the van, basically, their van did like a turn. Like, they went around and then they came back. And instead of going back and staying in front, the van parked, but like behind. So they parked a little bit further. And then that was us. So when we saw the van parked further, we were like, oh my gosh, this is actually better because when they leave, they're going to have to go to the van. They're going to have to like basically do this, come here to go to the van. And to go to the van, they're going to have to like pass us. So I was like, oh my God, yeah, yeah, yeah. And guys, it's literally the same. Like, even though I've seen them last year, seeing them again with my eyes, literally so overwhelmed. I'm like, oh my God. I don't understand the concept of them being so beautiful after literally staying in planes for so long, being jet lagged, being literally exhausted. I don't understand how they literally look like models still. They need to give us that skincare routine because I don't understand. So we wait for 1 hour. We kind of vlog, we have fun, we talk. And then we see someone comes out and say, they're coming. And we're like, oh my God, they're coming, they're coming. Us. I think I was next to Paige. As me, Paige, and Jasmine. And I was like, what do I do? Do I do selfie mode? Because obviously they were going to literally pass us. And I was like, do we try for selfie? Because maybe they will like, because it's really not a lot of us, guys. When I tell you, I think we were not even 20 people there. Like, I was like, we're so few people that they might stop and take selfies, right? That's our mind thinking. Like, probably. So, first person going out. Who was the first person going out? Guys, I don't remember. Literally don't remember. Who was first? I don't know. Maybe it was it Stell? Yeah, it was Stell. I think Ken was first. You think, oh, Ken, then Justin, then Stell, then Josh and Pablo. Yes. Okay. Ken. Ken arrives, and guys, okay, what? This is so funny, but I vlogged this. But obviously, they left the van here, right? But now the van is there. So when they come out, they think the van is there, so they're going straight. And then everyone is like, no, the van is there. So they have to straight and then turn. So for this, I was filming like this. I was shaking. I was like, "Ugh." Like my video is barely like, you can see like maybe his face. And then after Ken, okay, so Ken came here, saw us, and he saw us and he did this. And I was like, oh my God, okay, it's Susan. He bowed to us. Then he left to the van. Then comes Justin, guys. Justin, me thinking, I need that selfie with Justin. Put my phone on selfie mode. Guys. Put my phone on selfie mode and does that, thinking Justin is going to come and take a selfie with me. I don't know why I did this, but Justin was so far. Like, even if he wanted to take a selfie, he couldn't have because he was so far. And then ended up kind of being like, what am I doing? No selfie mode. So then the time for me to take my phone away from selfie mode, put it back, Justin is gone. Literally, he's gone. Apparently, he looked back at us. I don't know. You gotta ask Paige because I do not know what happened with Justin. I was not prepared. I think Paige said he looked back at us. That I don't know. You'll have to watch her footage because I have no footage. Then, guys, you will hear it first. Mr. Stelvester Ejero leaves the building, comes here. Guys, this is kind of insane. He has his phone like this, okay? Sees famous TikTokerist Paige Pop. He sees her, he locks eyes, takes his phone out, put it like this, records, and looks at Paige and said, say hi. And me, Paige, and Jasmine all in one frame on Stel's phone being like, hi. And then he films and then puts his phone down. We looked at each other like, what just happened? Literally, this was us. Did Stel just record us? Yes, he did. And then I looked at Paige, I was like, wait, what happened? Did not have time to think. Because, guys, this, when I tell you this, I'm explaining as it's happening like 1 hour. It's seconds. This happens in seconds. You don't have time to think. Justin looked at you and said, thanks for coming. And I was like, did you hear that? No, I did not. Stay, where's the footage? So, guys, we are on Stel's camera roll. Stel took a video of Jasmine, Paige, and I. Like this, not like this, guys. Not like this. Like this. Like selfie mode. Like he wanted us. And then you see me. I have the footage, guys. You will see the footage. Then on his phone, it's recording. You see Paige, Jasmine, me. And then he looks at his phone and he looks at us through his phone. That's so crazy. And then he takes his phone down. And I was like, Mr. Stel, did you want a video of us? You should have just asked. We would have given you the video. That was like something like insane that happened. I was like, what just happened? Then Mr. Josh Calen Santos. Guys, when I tell you Josh arrives, I think Josh was the closest to us. Like he really came to that barricade. He stops at us. Paige, obviously, she's like, wow, you look so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. And I like, this is what I said to Josh. Josh looking good. Josh with his sunglasses, earrings, acting like he's the most famous person in the world because he is. Waving like Miss Philippines. and us being like his groupies. Josh Cullen, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, Josh Cullen, wow. Literally, guys, you would have been starstruck. Like, you know, for example, Stell and Justin, they look like normal, you know, they look like fun, like hi. But Josh looks like a freaking celebrity with his shades on. You look at him, like you would see him on the street, you would be like, this guy is famous for sure. He looks famous. Josh looks so good that day. Josh, like his outfit, his earrings, his rings, his shades, his little piercing. And so we're like, oh my God, looking good, Josh. Josh then leaves. Then, guys, Mr. Pablo. Guys, when you see that footage of Pablo, guys, okay, let me explain to you what happened to Pablo. It's funny, but also it's not funny, but also you had to be there. So as I said, their van was there when they dropped them, but then now the van is back. Pablo tries to rush to the van, so he goes straight. Then he bumps into the staff, literally bumps into the staff, because he thinks the van is there, but the van is not. Bumps into the staff. I've got this, guys. I've got the footage in 4K. This is Pablo. I'm staff. He does this to the staff, cheek to cheek. And then he's so confused, like, where is the van? And all of us, all at once, Pablo, the van is there. The van is there. Pablo looks kind of lost. The van is there. Guys, it was so funny. And then he walks to the van. But just them trying to figure out where the van was, guys, was so hilarious. Great experience. Hope I plan some trip just to see the boys soon. You need to. So this is the story of the boys. This lasted like literally seconds. Then they were in the van. And the van has tinted windows, so you don't see them, but they see us. So then the van, starts, and obviously they have to pass us again to leave. So all of us are like, wow, yay! Just them passing. And I was like, I don't know what they saw, but it was the best. Like Fox 5 is always the best. And then that's it. Fox 5. But then also, guys, so at Fox 5, they weren't live. Last year, they were live. This year, they weren't live. It was pre-recorded. So the staff, SB19 staff, came to us because they saw we were vlogging. So one of the girl staff came to us and said, please don't post anything. Like, you're not allowed to post anything. We're like, okay. So basically, for 1 week, we didn't say anything. Though, I would say, guys, not being petty of anything, but the staff looked at us and said, you are not allowed to post anything. 2 girls, I will not name, but I saw their faces, took their footage and posted it on TikTok everywhere. When the staff came to them and said, you're not allowed to post. And I thought that was very disrespectful. Guys, always be respectful of what the staff tells you. Like, you want them to trust you. Like, you don't want to break their trust. Literally, they asked us not to post. And we didn't tell anyone. We didn't post anything. And yeah. So if the staff tells you something, please respect that. Because those 2 girls, they posted on TikTok. And I was kind of mad. I was like, this is so disrespectful. New 18? No, not New 18. But yeah. So guys, this is why we didn't talk about Fox 5 at all. But now that it's out, we can. So wait for our footage. You will see. So now that you heard the story and you can imagine it in your head, once you watch my first vlog. So I will have 3 vlogs. First vlog would be day 1, arriving to New York and Fox 5. Day 2, vlog 2 will be New York show. And vlog 3 will be DC show. Okay, so after Fox 5, we went, all of us, like we met some new 18 and we all went to have lunch together. It was really nice. We had lunch and then we had the whole afternoon for ourselves. So we went to the Color Factory as Page Pop recommended. And guys, it was so fun. The Color Factory, if you have not been, it's so fun. Like, you'll see in the vlog, but so fun. Then what did we do? Oh, then it was the random play dance, right? Okay, so you guys probably saw some of the random play dance on Twitter. But yeah, so a K-pop cover group in New York organized like a random play dance, including K-pop and P-pop. So we all went, obviously. We had a few drinks at our hotel. Then the girls came to like say hi to us at our hotel. And one of the girl that organized the random play dance gave me this. It says Ken. And I have not taken it out of my wrist, like since she gave it to me. It says Ken. I'm excited for your vlog. That posting it happened in ABS TV and The Voice Police. The judges got mad at it. It's very disappointing. Oh, yeah. It's so sad. All right. So people had spoiled already that he was going to be a judge on The Voice. I don't like spoilers, guys. Anyways, so then we went to the random play dance. Guys, it was so fun because we met so many new 18. I think a lot of people like showed up in the middle. Like at the beginning, it was like small group. But as we were doing the random play dance, so many people stopped to watch us. Like there's so many people. And they played Gento. Gento was the last song. And literally all of us were only waiting for Gento because that was the only song I knew, guys. Like, I know a lot of K-pop dances because I've gone to K-pop dance classes, and all of the dances that I've learned were not played. Most of the K-pop dances that I know are BTS, Stray Kids, and NCT, and they didn't play any of them. So I was waiting for my Gento moment. It was so funny because every time a new song would play, we were like, is it Gento? Is it Gento? It was not. But then the last minute, Gento, and then all of us rush, wow, Gento, Gento. And it was fun. That you saw on Twitter, I think. But yeah, so much fun. And then Paige had so many tickets to give away. She had, I think, 7 tickets. 7 tickets to give away. She gave away 4 GA tickets and then 3 VIP, I think. So they came up with like a little game to give away the tickets, like some questions, and then if you answer right, you get a ticket. So it was fun. Also, what was so fun is that all the 18 that were there, they were new 18. And none of them were from the Philippines. They were really like international 18 from Gento era. And it was so fun because, guys, actually, it's so fun to meet new 18 that just discovered SB19 because you're like, wow, your journey is going to be so fun. Like, you have so many things to catch up on, you have so many things to watch. So, yeah. I always spot you and Paige and Jasmine in a lot of reactors vlogs, and saw you too in the Random Play Dance plus news channel interviews. I will tell you all about news channel interviews, guys. Has your bias update? Should we keep this for the middle of the live? I will tell you after we talk about the concert. We're going day by day. So after the random play dance, we had food, we had fun and friends, food. Like so fun, guys. At this point, we had already like met a few 18, and some of them are now gonna be like besties. Like so fun, so nice, vibed so well. Like, ugh, guys. So after that, the day after is the concert. So, guys, in New York, it's standing, which means you have to queue. If you queue first, then you are first in line, right? So I will tell you the difference between last year and this year. Just to tell you the difference of how many fans there is now. Last year, the first people arrived to queue at 7 a.m. This year, the first people arrived to queue at 3 a.m. That's the difference. 3 a.m., the people started queuing for SB19. That's crazy. You're ready to hear the story? Even though you lived it? I feel like we've told this story so many times in so many vlogs. I feel like the best story, guys, is from Paige's vlog because she has like the best interview of me telling the story. Should I tell you the story, guys? The story of me being at this point, I thought literally the besties would kick me out of the group after what happened. Guys, I apologize. I was like, I felt so bad. This is what happened. Obviously, keep in mind, okay, the context. I'm giving you context, guys. I'm jet lagged. I'm in a different time zone, in a different country. I am stressed. Also, might I say I was sick. I got sick like on the first day I arrived in New York. And why? Because on my plane, guys, on my plane, it was freezing cold, and my entire plane ride was me shaking. So obviously the first day I arrived in New York, start to get sick, start to sneeze. So I'm kind of like woozy, you know, I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling that good. So we're like, hey, let's go to bed. What time should we wake up for SB19 to start queuing? We're like, okay, we're thinking to wake up at 4:30, 4:45. I remember my alarm clock being 4:30. Guys, we go to bed. Also, I will tell you again, our room in our hotel has a massive bay window, like literally massive, massive. And on the window, you see the venue. So if someone starts queuing, you see it. So what we wanted to do was wake up 4:30, look at the window, see how many people are queuing, and then go. This did not happen, guys. Me in a frenzy, waking up in the middle of the night. Reenactment, me. Where am I? At like 1:30 a.m., I wake up. Where am I? What am I doing? My first thought is, Lydia. Also, what I did not say first, rewind a little bit. I have two phones. I have one phone and then I have a second phone. My second phone is my alarm clock. I'm so stupid because obviously I changed country, right? So the clock changes. My second phone is on airplane mode since London. So the clock has never changed because it's on airplane mode. So I put my alarm clock for Fox 5 at 6:30. But in London, it's 1:30. And because I did not change the clock, my alarm clock at 1:30 a.m. goes off. Me, oh, time to get up, time to get ready. I'm like, I wake up. This is me waking up at 1:30 a.m. thinking it's 6:30 a.m. I'm like, oh, why is it so dark in New York? Go to the toilet. I'm like, should I start brushing my teeth? I'm like, why should I wake up Jasmine? I go to the bed, see Paige and Jasmine, they're sleeping so, and I'm like, Jasmine. And then nobody's listening to me. And I'm like, why is it so dark? I don't understand. Look at my phone. It says 6:30. I'm like, it's late. We need to get ready. Go to the bed. Take my other phone that has fully charged. Look at it. My phone says 1:30 in the morning. And I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. Look at my other phone. And then see airplane mode. I'm like, oh my God, Lydia, you forgot to change your clock. So this is how it started. Guys, if you lived it, it was so funny. Like, and then this is me casually being like, ah, and going back to bed. Fast forward the next day, That was Fox 5. Next day, I've changed my clock. I'm ready to go. Wake up. I think 2:30. Was it 2:30? I don't remember. 1:45. Wake up again. Forensic, like, where am I? What am I doing? Look at my clock. 1:45. Oh, okay, I've got time. We're only gonna queue at like 4. Me looking at the window. Me looking at the window. Ooh, are people starting to queue? Me looking at the window. There's so many people starting to queue. Oh my God, what do I do? Me waking up Katie. Katie, so many people are queuing already. Katie waking up. What? Me, Paige, Jasmine, get up, get up, get up. There's 10 people queuing. Then me going to the bathroom, peeing because you gotta pee. And then I go back to the window. Guys, I swear there's 50 people queuing. There's 50 people queuing. Katie looks at the window. Yes, guys, there's 50 people queuing. There's literally 50 people. Me in my head. This is me in my head at 2 a.m. I'm not gonna be in the front of the queue. I'm not gonna be barricaded. Oh my God, what? I hate myself. No, we gotta go, we gotta go. And then Jasmine is like, huh? What's going on? Jasmine goes to the sink. Let me brush my teeth first. Jasmine brushing her teeth in slow motion. Me being like, Katie, I'm going, guys. Katie gone. Me, should I brush my teeth? Literally, it's a panic mode, guys. You should have seen us. If there was CCTV, guys, we would have gone viral because we were crazy. Okay, we're like in our pajamas, looking like trash, literally looking like trash. We're like, okay, let's go start queuing. We're like such in a bad mood. Obviously, we're in a bad mood because it's 2 a.m. Then we're in a bad mood because I woke up, everyone's screaming. Then we're in a bad mood because we're not going to be barricaded. So we go in the elevator and me is like, I should have never gone to sleep. We're never going to be in front. Oh my God, I hate myself. I swear. Why did I go to sleep? I hate this. Paige, I'm not going to be in the front. Then, guys, just thinking about it, it's so funny. So yeah, we're all staying in one room. Then, guys, to go out of the hotel, there's revolving doors. We go in the revolving doors. I feel so bad for laughing. I'm so sorry, Paige. I'm so sorry. Paige, keep in mind, we're half asleep. We're literally half asleep. Like, we don't know what's going on. I come out. Paige runs into the door. Because the door is glass. So Paige bumps into the door. Then comes out and she's like, okay, now guys, this gets even funnier. You'll have to see the way we explain it in our vlogs because we were literally like, we were gone at this point. We were just gone. We arrived outside in front of the venue, guys. Nobody's queuing. 0 people queuing, okay? Nobody's there. And I'm looking at people and I'm like, what's going on? The people that I saw in the window were coming out of the club. Here is the venue. Here is a random club. People are clubbing. It's 2 a.m., guys. New York City. People are clubbing. So obviously you think they're in concert outfit. No, they're in clubbing outfit. We come outside. We're all outside looking at ourselves like, there's nobody queuing, right? No, there's nobody queuing. Then me, all of a sudden, oh my God, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I swear to you, I saw people, guys, I'm so sorry. Paige and Jasmine looking at me like, we should kick her out of the group. Like, she's so annoying. I was like, this is the day I lose my friendship with everyone because I'm being so delirious. So delirious. Nobody's queuing. It's 2 a.m. We're outside on the street of New York City. And we're like, okay, let's go back to bed. We go back up, go back to our bed. And Jasmine is like, I'm not sleepy anymore. Jasmine is like, I'm not going to go back to sleep. What's the point? So me being paranoid now, because I have relieved the paranoia. And I'm like, I cannot go back to sleep. And then I was like, I need to be barricade. I need to be first in line. I'm not going back to sleep. This was a scary moment in my life. Can you imagine? You're in the point of view of someone that flew 8 hours from London to be front row. And you realize you're not going to be front row. And then you start being paranoid. Obviously, I apologized a lot. I was like, my mistake, guys, my mistake. But also, to my defense, I'm jet lagged, stressed, sick. And I don't really know who I am anymore or where I am in this world. Everything is a blur. It's a blur. The fact that they all disturbed, not realizing. Nobody realized. People trusted me. When I said there's 50, guys, I was not exaggerating. I said to them, there is 50 people queuing. And I said, there is 50 people queuing. We're not even going to be second row. We're not even going to be third row. We're going to be at the back. We're going to be back there. SB19 is never going to see us. We're never going to see them. Our hopes and dreams crashed in front of my eyes. We can't even be mad at the end of the day. We all ran down there together. We're all in this together. 50 at 2 a.m. But you know what? For my defense, I've been to K-pop concerts. I queued at 2 a.m. for NCT, and people were in front of me, meaning people queued at 1 a.m. So I was like, this is totally doable and possible. Like, we don't know the new fans. We don't know the new 18. I was like, I don't know anything anymore. We are all Delulu at this point. So we kind of try to go back to bed. Like, we're like, do we even get sleep? I don't know. Fast forward. We wake up. I put my alarm clock at 3:45. Look outside, 3:45. There's like 2 people queuing. 2 people. I was like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. So I brush my teeth, 3 a.m. No, 3:45. So we go down around 4 a.m. Go. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6 people, guys. There's 6 people in front of us. We put our blanket down. We sit down. And then we take it in. We're like, okay, we're going to be front row because there's only 6 people in front of us. So, guys, I'm just trying to tell you the amount of stress it is to be front row as an SB19 concert. It's very stressful. Like, literally, you start growing gray hair. Like, literally, I probably took 10 years out of my life with that night only. So we started queuing, I believe, at 4 a.m. And there were 6 people in front of us. That's one heck of a memory. Guys, I was saying, actually, too bad none of us vlogged, because if you had seen that footage, first of all, I sounded crazy. I sounded crazy. Literally insane. Me screaming, wake up, wake up! It's insane. You probably, like, that footage is better that it does not exist. But we did tell the story in our vlog, and we told the story at 4 a.m. fresh off the living it. And guys, it's on Paige's vlog. So once you see Paige's vlog, watch me tell the story, and also watch us tell the story to everyone in line. It was so funny. I wish we had footage of us sprinting to our train. Oh, guys, literally, I need to be live for 5 hours because there's so many stories. You guys don't know the half of what happened. You don't know the half of what happens on tour. Literally, so much happened. Okay, so we start queuing, guys, 4 a.m. First of all, can I say best queuing experience? People were like formed a really nice line. It was really nice. We made friends. All of our friends arrived at 4 a.m. too. We started all like queuing together. We played games. We played like charades, heads up. We had so much fun. We relayed each other. We took so many photos. Like it was so fun. So fun. The entire queuing process. Um, yeah, I mean, so much happened during that queue too. Like, there's so much to talk about. So there was a lot of interviews happening. Also, might I say, I was not well. Like, when I say not well, at one point, so the entire queue, guys, in New York City was like 31 degrees, maybe 31, 32 degrees. And the queue was literally in the sun. Like, the sun was shining on you. And it was like unbearable, literally unbearable. And I started feeling dizzy. Like I started feeling like, oh, I don't feel fine. Like, first of all, there was the lack of sleep, the jet lag, the stress. And I don't know, like I was starting to get sick already. So I was feeling not well. Like the room was spinning and I was like to my friends, I think I'm gonna faint. Like I feel it coming. I'm gonna faint. And that was literally like 3 hours before doors open. And I was like, I don't know what to do, guys, because right now in my state, I don't think I can be barricaded without fainting. So I was like starting to stress. Also, I had pre-ordered a light stick, and the guy that had my light stick was not replying. And I was like, when am I going to get my light stick? Like, I need to get my light stick because before we enter. So I was stressed about that. And then at one point, I just went back to the room, lay down, because I was like, I don't feel good. Then I started having like sugar. And then I don't know, started like taking my breath, did a little nap, went back down. And then there was like lots of like CNN. Okay, so guys, this was Paige and me. Paige, Lydia, do not want to be interviewed. Let's move to the side. Because they were starting to interview one person in front of us. So we were like, oh, we're around. Paige texts me, Lydia, I don't want to be interviewed. Let's move. So we're about to move. The interviewer, the CNN guy, taps Paige on the shoulder as we're trying to avoid the interview. He taps Paige on the shoulder. Paige turns around. He's like, are you Paige Pop? Are you Paige Pop? I've seen your TikToks. Paige is like, yes, that's me. And he's like, can I interview you? Paige looks at me and she's like, guys, so funny. Changing my legal name to Paige Pop. Paige Pop, famous TikTokerist. You even know her? No, if you don't know who Paige Pop is, she's Paige and Jasmine. She's Paige and Jasmine. You might know her from that name. So then we're like, okay, let's move to the side. Maybe they'll forget about the interview. And then, guys, we did not want to buy merch. We were not ready to buy merch because, as you know, guys, merch in America is so expensive. The light stick alone is $110. But, this car appears out of nowhere. The trunks opened from the car. 3 people arrive and like, get your merch, get your SB19 merch. And we're like, get your SB19 merch at the back of the trunk of a car? Is this legal? And we're like, is this the official merch? Like, is this illegal? We didn't know what was going on. And then I was like, it seems legit. I don't know. It seems legit to me. So we were like on the sidewalk and we're like, oh, that t-shirt looks really nice. So I go to the trunk and I talk to the guy. I'm like, hello, is this official merch? And they're like, yes, this is official merch. And guys, this is how amazing SB19 Teams is. Let me tell you something. SB19 Team sold their merch at the back of the trunk of the car. Do you know why? Because if you sell the merch inside the venue takes a fee. So the merch is more expensive. I think there's like a $10 fee. So for example, the light stick is $110. If you buy it inside, it's $120. So SB19 team thought, we don't want 18 to pay more. Like, we don't want them to pay extra because you have to have a fee inside. So they decided to sell the merch outside, out of their car, so we wouldn't have to pay for the fee. And I was like, you guys are the best. Like, this is how they think about us. They know already the merch is expensive for us, and they didn't want us to pay the fee. So they literally were on the street in the back of a car selling the merch. And as I'm listening to this story, I'm like, wow, you guys are amazing. And when I tell you, SB19 team, there was 3 people. There was 1 girl and 2 guys. And the guy, when I tell you, the most kind, amazing person. He was so nice. He was like, oh my God, you look so pretty. Wow, your outfit. Oh, girl, blah, blah. He was like, so what's your name? We start talking. And he was like so nice, guys. I was like, I need to buy merch from him. This man knows how to sell. He literally, I went back and I was like, I'm going to buy a t-shirt. I need to buy a t-shirt from him. Literally, he's the best. I go and I'm like, can I please have a t-shirt? And he's like, yeah, girl, you can have a t-shirt, of course. And here we are. Look at this, guys. When I tell you, this is the most comfiest t-shirt I've ever owned. Guys, I have not left this t-shirt. We wore this t-shirt so much in New York that we all had stains. When I tell you, our t-shirt was so dirty. It had food stains, foundation stains. It had weird stains, alcohol stains, and we still was wearing the shirt. I came back from America, put it in the wash, took it out, wore it again. I have not left this t-shirt. I have not left this t-shirt. This is how good the quality is. Such good quality, guys. Buy the shirt. Also, might I say, the shirt is a better investment than the light stick, because the shirt, you wear it every day of your life. The light stick, you use it once for a concert. Anyways, look at this, guys. Got myself a light stick. This is like 3D hologram, kind of. I did not have time to do an unboxing. I did unbox the shirt. So the shirt comes in this pouch. Here, it's a zip. And it says PAGTATAG. And just this pouch alone is so cool. Like, this pouch, you can use it for so many things. You can use it to store your food. You can use it to store your things when you travel, your makeup. Like, this pouch alone, worth it. But then the t-shirt comes in this. So nice. Then we got the light stick. I didn't do an unboxing because we did not have time for that. Look at this beauty. Beauty. Look at this. Look, it's shining. First of all, you get this little pouch. This pouch alone, literally worth $20 because it's so pretty. It's also velvety. It's velvety. So this is what it comes like. You got your beautiful light stick. So sturdy, so good quality. You got your portable charger. And then you got your pins. And each pin is a different member. You see, you got Josh. You can't see it here, but each pin has the name of a member. So you can put your bias. And then here it says SB19. And here you have like a little thing like this, and you put it in the charger. So now you'll see it. It's at the back of my video. It will be there. And then there's 2 buttons. The first one you have to stay press. Whoa! Guys, when I tell you, it's so, like, if I'm in the dark right now, if I go completely in the dark, this is like better than the flashlight. If you lose your 18 friend in the dark, you will find them so fast. Then you can click again. And look at this. This is so fun. Whoa! This is my favorite, probably. Then you click again. Whoa! This is Gento color. Gento color. Then this is white. I really like the white. So you can put your white for Niebe. And then you see now, here you see the SB19 logo. But here, boom, you can put your bias, Mr. Ken Suson. Oh, then it's green. Oh, then it's freaking purple from Mr. Josh Cullen. Boom. Then you can't see it, but it's a light blue. And then you also have red. Okay, you can't see it, but this is red. It looks yellow, but this is for Ken, Susan, Philippe, and for Mana Nangal. When Mana starts, you go to your red color. So worth it, guys. Not even as a light stick. It's worth, oh my God, it's worth it. Okay, look at when you turn it off. Okay, you turn it on. Look at when you turn it off. Whoa, it goes color, boom, off. You use this as a lamp. You use it as a flashlight. You use it as, like, you know, if you go cosplaying for, like, I don't know, Sailor Moon, you use this. This has multi-functions. Actually, SB19 should hire me for merch representation. I would like to tell you, worth it. Worth it, worth every $110. Why? Because timeless logo. If people are wondering if this turns, it doesn't. It's not a Pokemon that evolves. It stays the same. Beautiful because it's white. And white is timeless. And it's very beautiful. It goes with all your outfits. You know, if you're wearing red, it goes with your outfit. If you're wearing green, it goes with your outfit. Because white goes with everything. Then you get this little pamphlet. Look at this little pamphlet. It tells you everything you need to know. Also, might I say, if you have a problem with your light stick, they will fix it for you. Because Chris Toffer, one of the 18 that we met from the Philippines, bought the light stick. And the day after he bought the light stick broke. Guess what? They replaced it for him for free. They gave him a new one. So you know that the customer service is 10 out of 10. That customer service is at your service. So do not be afraid to buy this light stick. Buy it. Also, look at this box. So beautiful. So, yeah. Merch hours. Buy your merch. Then I got some freebies. Oh, guys. Do you want to know what I got? Guys, I am reading the comments. I'm just not. I will read all the comments. Don't worry. Okay, so this is all my freebies. First is Josh Cullen money. Josh money. Dollar bill. Dollar. Guys, when you go to an SB19 concert, Josh performs his solo. And when he performs Wild Tonight, he has this massive coat. He takes his hand in his coat, takes it out with a huge chunk of money, dollar bills, and then he throws the money in the air. Do-do-dum. Do-do-dum. $100 Josh money. $100 Josh money. You will say, Lydia, what can I buy with this? You buy Josh's love with this. You buy his love. $100. Guys, it was so hard to get one. How did I get one? So Josh threw it And this was me. It literally, guys, because it's so light, it literally fell in slow motion. We were all like, ah. I saw one in front of me and I was like, I'm gonna get it. This was the money, and this was me. I got the Josh money. I got one. I think none of my friends got one. Josh money. Yes, forever. When Josh, okay, it says, I'll tell you what it says on it. It says, Josh Cullen, get right. Then it says, this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. Then it says, Federal Reserve System of Josh Cullen. Then it says, $100. Josh Cullen, get it right. I didn't even read it. Damn. It's legit, guys. It's legit. Like, if I go to Manila, I could probably use this. Maybe you can use this. I don't know, in Dunkin' Donuts. You say, hey, I have Josh money. Do you take that? Okay, so that's the first thing that I got. Second thing, what did I get? Two. Oh my god, I got so many things. Well, the second thing that I got, where's my phone? I don't even know. Is this. You guys know I wanted Ken blonde hair because my last one was Ken red hair, and I got it. This was given to me in DC. Oh, we got more Josh things. I actually have not opened this at all, but stream PAGTATAG. This is Josh. So cute. So many fans made so many things. I got Miss Melly made this little keychain, and it has a windmill, and it's freaking Ken Tin, guys. It is Ken, Susan, and Justin Didias. This I'm gonna put on my keys. And then I got a bunch of like PAGTATAG, Justin, and then things like this. But yeah. Anyways, my most prized possession is Josh Cullen money because Josh touched this with his hands. This was even in his chest area. Hidden. So yeah. Guys, try to get your Josh money, your Josh Cullen money. Anyways, oh my god, guys. I'm supposed to leave. Like, I wanted to only stay live for 1 hour. I might go do another live later for part 2 because we have not even discussed the actual concert, what happened. Because guys, when I tell you what happened at the concert, literally, you're not going to understand what happened. Okay, let me read a little bit of comments, or if you guys have questions. And then I will tell you what happened exactly during our photo op. So you guys, I will tell you exactly what everyone said at our photo op, what happened. I will spill all the details, the juicy details. Yes, Miss Page. I will tell all the details. Maybe I will leave some out because maybe some needs to be left out of the details. New subscribers here. Hi. Who's your new bias wrecker? Okay, so I had bias wreckers at different shows. New York, guys, New York bias wrecker. All about Josh Cullen Santos, guys. But this is because after I saw him at Fox 5, guys, I was starstruck. As if you saw Josh solo performance, you would have freaked. Josh literally, also, Josh freaking took my phone and took a selfie with me. And I was like, looking at him like, Josh, I love you so much. Oh my God, thank you so much. Because I've never had a selfie. You were at Fox 5, guys. Yes, I was at Fox 5. You missed the entire live. Rewind to know the story about Fox 5. I literally just told the entire story about Fox 5. So Josh took my phone and he's the only, like, I've never had a selfie with an SB19 member, guys, ever. My first selfie is with Josh. Oh, so beautiful, this man. So talented. But then in DC, guys, in DC, Mr. Pablo. Mr. Pablo. I don't know. I was like, my eyes were glued on Pablo. Anyways. Okay. We're not going to stay live for too long. But let me tell you. Oh, I didn't tell you about our interview. So then, obviously, they told Paige Pop they wanted to interview her. So then they're like, Paige, can we interview you? And Paige, obviously, grabs me and said, Lydia, come with me. Lydia, come with me. I was like, okay, I'll come with you. Fine. Guys, you're going to think it's too funny. Because I don't know what you guys saw. I don't live in the Philippines, so I don't know what you saw in those interviews. Like, I've not seen those interviews. We got interviewed like so many times. I don't know where that footage is, but this is my take. They really wanted to interview Paige. They were like so excited. They were like, oh my gosh, Paige is famous. We're gonna get her on TV. We're gonna get the views. All of her TikTok followers are gonna like watch the interview. So they're like, okay, so what's your name? Who's your bias? So like Paige talks. Then they talk to me. Guys, they were uninterested in me. They were like, we want the information from Paige. They were literally like, we don't know who you are, Miss Lydia Lane. We just want Paige Pop. And then I don't understand why, because they literally, guys, when I tell you, they were only interested in Paige. And all the interviews that I saw, I haven't seen Paige. I saw my interview and they cut Paige. I was like, what the hell? Who edited this? Did you guys see Paige interview? Did they cut it? What happened to Emmy? Oh, when Emmy fell? When Emmy fell, I was like upstairs. That's when I wanted to pass out. So I was upstairs napping. That's when I saw her fall. But yeah, so we got interviewed and we were like starting to what happened? We starting to get hyped. At this point, girl, they begged to interview me, then cut me out. Right? Paige got cut. Literally. Because like the entire interview I saw, they cut Paige. Oh, you did? You saw Paige? Did Jasmine get interviewed? I don't remember. I think we got interviewed like 3 times. Paige said, everybody's so excited. Paige is in the comments. She's so famous and she takes time of her day to watch this live. We did for Wish Bus, but they cut me for ABS. Yeah, they did. They cut you. Though you were web like, I don't like talking in front of the camera, even though I talk in front of the camera every day on YouTube. But when someone has a microphone on you, you feel the pressure, you know? Oh, you talked about bias on your message to SB19. I didn't see that footage. I didn't see that, but I remember us doing that. Yeah, you're right. We got filmed so many times, guys. We're so excited to see the highlight because they filmed us so much. So I'm guessing on that highlight, on the official SB19 New York highlight, I think they're going to show us a lot because obviously we were front row on everything. So, and also I think they filmed us a lot because we knew all the words. And also, guys, the entire front row was mostly new 18, like new 18. So they didn't really know the words to the old songs. They didn't really know like Mappa or Go Up. They knew like Creams. They knew PAGTATAG. Like they knew all PAGTATAG. But the older one, maybe they didn't know it that much. Okay, so should we talk about how we got inside the venue? So when they were like, okay, we're gonna start opening the doors, it was such a mess, guys. There's a footage of you girls singing? What? Oh, you mean on singing front row? Yeah, I think I saw that. Someone tagged me. So when they opened the door, obviously you want to keep your place in the line, right? But the way they took us inside was kind of messy. Like there was two lines, and obviously it's America, so they have to like scan you for weapons, and they have to check your bags. They have to do like the entire thing. But also because it's America, you need to be 21 of legal age to drink. And inside the venue, there's a bar. So they ask for everybody's ID. I got lucky. They didn't ask for my ID because they didn't have time. Like, I was like, I'm rushing. But then so many people behind me got stopped because they were asked for ID, and then they were like putting X's on them. And Paige was like, I don't have my ID. Like, and they're like, you can't go in if you don't have your ID. And she's like, I can go in. And they're like, yeah, because we don't know if you're going to drink. And she's like, I'm here for a concert. I'm not here for drinking. Like, they thought we were going to go to the bar. And we're like, we're not going to the bar, guys. Hello. We're here for a concert. Like, what are you talking about? So we go in, and then we go inside the venue. I'm first. Like, they were behind. And then this guy in front of me, like this security, I look at him and I like, where do I go? He looks at me straight in the eyes, guys, and he says, I don't know. I'm like, you don't know where I should go? I'm like, do you work here? And he's like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, oh my God, nobody knows where I'm supposed to go. And then I hear a scream at the back. I hear, come here, Lydia, come here. And then I'm like, oh my God, I run. I started running. I was like, oh my God, the staff that's working at the venue does not know nothing. And I'm like, y'all, do you even work here? Like, how do you work in the venue and at a concert, and you cannot tell the concert goers where they're supposed to go? That sounds insane to me. We were stressed. Then we go upstairs. They make us go run the stairs. We go upstairs. There's a massive door, and they say, stop. So we stop. We stop at the door. Then there's a bar here. And this James of US 18, comes in and he's like panicking. James was queuing with us the whole time. He's panicking. I need the toilet. James, I hope you don't mind me telling this story, but it was so funny. And me, with my radar eyes, look up and see toilets and like, James, go there. And James starts running. He's like, oh my God, I need to go fast. I'm like, hurry, James. James goes to the toilet, then comes down. And then the massive doors are closed and we start queuing, right, to go in. Guys, that was a fun, like, this felt to me like we waited in front of that door for like 20 minutes. It felt like we waited so long. Probably we waited for maybe 20, 25 minutes. We were all one by one. First queue. This this lady was praying for Page Pop downfall. New York was so fun. Guys, y'all don't have ideas, but New York, you had to be there to know, like, the best concert ever, literally. So they stop us in front of those massive doors. And then the doors open, and then we see staff come, go, and we're like, what's going on? What's going on? And like, the doors are here, but the stage is there, so you don't see the stage. So they're like, apparently they're placing the boys on stage for us to go, like, for the photo op. So we're like, okay, we're all starting to panic. Guys, like, all the girls in front of us, there was 5 girls in front of us, then me, Paige, Jasmine, James, Chris. And the girls in front of us, they were so fun to be with. Like, they were so hyped. Like, it was their first time meeting SB19. Like, they were new fans, and they were like so hyped. They literally were new fans. They just discovered SB19 through Gento. And they started queuing at 3 a.m., guys. That's the dedication they had. And the girl in front of me was Ken Bias. So we were like hyped. I was like, oh my gosh, Ken is so beautiful. You'll see him, you like freak out. And like, obviously everybody first wants to be in front of their bias for photo op, right? But like, you never know how they're gonna see it. So it's hard to tell. We were hoping to be in front of our bias. And then the girl before her was Josh Bias. And I felt so bad for her. She was stressed, but she was stressed in a way, you know, when you're so nervous because you're gonna meet people you've admired, like you get so nervous. And she started crying because she had prepared a gift for Josh. She had prepared a rose. And in all the panic, she lost the rose. And she lost it. And when she realized that she lost the rose, she started crying. And we were like, oh my God, don't cry, girl. And she was like, I literally went out of my way to buy this rose because I wanted to give it to Josh and I don't have it. And she was so stressed and nervous. And then she started crying. And we're like, oh my God, girl, don't cry. They're going to be so happy to see you. Don't worry. But yeah, the vibe was so fun. Then we were like, hey, let's make a grand entrance. Like, let's do the conga line when we enter. Like, let's be hyped and everything. We're like, yeah, okay. This lasted at least 30 minutes. 30 minutes of us waiting on that door. And then suddenly the door opens. And the girl that is first, she can see them on stage. She's like, I know who is where. And she's like, okay, first is Pablo. Then it's Justin. Then it's Tel. Then it's Ken. Then it's Josh. And we look at each other like, oh, wow. And then I remember that girl in front of me, she was Ken bias. And she was like, oh my gosh, can I switch with you so I can be in front of Ken? And I was like, girl, please don't ask me this because I'm also Ken bias. Like, I was like, I feel so bad. Like obviously I want you to be in front of Ken, but it's like when you're going to be in front of your bias and then someone asks you to change. And I was like, girl, I literally looked at her. I was with my despair eyes and I was like, girl, I'm also Ken bias. And she looked at me. She's like, oh, don't worry. Don't switch. I was like, oh, thank you so much. So then I was like, okay, I got you, girl. What we're going to do is we're going to try to squeeze Ken in the middle of us. So then we can both be in front of Ken. She was like, okay. Time to go in. Literally, guys, our heart, you should have seen us. We were crying, like we were sweating. We were like, my heart was like, boom, boom, boom. And I was like, why am I like this? Like, I've seen them already. I literally saw them the day before at Fox 5. But I don't know, it's the ambiance and being with other people and like seeing the staff and the light. So they make us go in. And we start going in, but we can't see them because they're on stage. And there's like a curtain. And then we have to go on the side. And then we go upstairs. And then we see them. And we go, oh, this is us. We start walking. And I stop. And I'm right in front of Ken Susan. And I'm like, oh my God, Ken is right there for me. And then, okay, so here's what I remember. It's a bit of a blur. And obviously there's no footage because we were the first one. So there was nobody to film us because we were the first ones. So there's no footage of us. What I remember, I saw Josh. I said, hi, Josh. I could not see Pablo or Justin. They were too far. So I get in front of Ken. I'm like, hi, Ken. He says hi. And then all I remember is Josh kind of talking to me. Ken, don't think talk to me. I'm not sure. I literally don't remember. They're like, can we take the photo now? Guys, the photo. There's literally 5 cameras in front of us. 5. And I'm like, where do I look? I don't know. So I'm like, And guys, they don't say 1, 2, 3 photo. They just take photo. And then that's it. Like, they don't tell you 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the photos, you're so confused. You don't know where to look at. You don't know where the photo is taken. So you're so stressed. And guys, all the photos they took, I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm looking like, because they don't tell us when they're taking the photo. Then I'm still mad they didn't let us walk. Okay, so guys, let me tell you. This obviously there's always going to be downsides, but here's the little downside. Obviously, I know we're so lucky to get photo op because I know in Manila you guys don't get photo op. We're so lucky, like literally. But remember that we pay so much money for that photo op. Like, it's a lot of money. So obviously you want your money to be worth it, right? So here are the boys. Let's say Pablo, Justin, Stell, Ken, Josh. This is us arriving next to them. I'm in front of Ken. And after the photo is finished, you're supposed to walk and say, hi, because obviously you walk, you're supposed to do, ha, 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 bye. This is what they did to us. They did us dirty. We walked, stopped in front of Ken. Pablo is here. I can't see him. Stopped in front of Ken and like, okay, over, leave. So we're about to leave. And they're like, no, 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 other way. So they make us leave the other way. And I'm like, I didn't see Pablo. I didn't see Justin. And the person, I felt so bad, guys, for Chris and James. Chris and James were in the corner of that photo. Okay, so they arrive. The boys are here. Chris and James here in the corner. And then they asked them to leave. Chris and James didn't even see the boys after paying $250. I felt so bad. I was like, they did not see them. That was so weird. And then they only did that for us. The rest of the people, they got to line, talk to them, get to go in front of them, like literally. I think because we were the first one, they were trying to figure out what to do with us. And unfortunately, so I didn't see Pablo at all. I literally was trying. I was like, oh my God, I need to say hi to Justin. So I literally, as they're rushing us to leave, I'm like trying to get Justin. I'm like, Justin, hi. And then apparently, Justin said, thanks for coming. But I thought he was talking to Paige, but apparently he was talking to me. And I didn't get to see Pablo at all. Could not see him. He was way too far. And then Stell, yes, should I tell you the story of Stell? Or should that remain private? Paige Pop. Do I tell the story? Like, do I tell the light story of Stelvester? Also, people just break the rules. Guys, when I tell you, okay, I'm going to tell you guys, you need to be respectful. Literally, when I tell you, you be respectful, this is what happened last year at the photo op. The staff, before you go in the photo op last year, looked at us and said, you are not allowed to touch them. You are not allowed to touch them. They said that to me. I respect that. I'm so respectful. You are not allowed to touch. Okay. Last year, I go in and Pablo looks at me and is about to reach my hand because he wanted to like shake my hand. And I did not shake his hand. Even though he reached for my hand, I literally retracted my hand because I said, we're not allowed to touch. That is how much I respect the rules and how much I respect the boys. I have never touched the boys. I have never touched them. If you see my Instagram story, Ken is literally right there, laying on top of 18, and I'm right here. I never touched him. I did not touch his skin. I did not touch him. Did not touch his clothes. That is how much I respect them. I do not touch. When I tell you, after our photo op, we go, we line up, we're in barricade, and obviously we have to watch everybody's photo op. When I tell you the disrespect of some fans, and that is not to trash people, but I don't understand. I don't understand how fans are kissing their cheeks, reaching to their cheeks and kissing their cheeks with their mouth. That sounds crazy to me. When the staff tells you to not touch them and you're watching people hugging them, kissing their cheek, and obviously SB19 are the best. They're not going to push you because they're just going to be like a bit uncomfortable. And then the staff was stressed, guys. When I tell you, the staff had to remove the fans. They had to remove them. Oh my God. I don't even want to talk about it because I could talk about it for 1 hour. have this one girl, literally, I watched her and I was like, girl, you're so disrespectful. This is not how you do a meet and greet. This is not how you do it. Anyways, let's not give time of the day to those people. Let me tell you the story of Mr. Sylvester Hajero at our photo op. So as I'm going to try and get Justin's attention, I'm like, Justin! He looks at me, but Stell is in front of Justin. Stell turns his head and fast forward, hiding Justin. Me trying to talk to Justin, Stell hides Justin with his entire body. Looks at Miss Page Pop. Oh, you're here! Miss Page Pop, you're here. Guys, Stell loves Page Pop. Every second that he can, he tells her, Paige, I watch her videos. Stell watches Paige videos. He's a fan. He's probably your subscribers, let's be honest. So Paige is behind me, right? And I'm trying to like move away so Paige can talk to Stell. So I'm like trying to do this. So they talk for like maybe 2 seconds. And then he's like, oh, you're here, blah, blah, blah. And then Stell does this. So obviously he does this. So Paige tries to go for the high five. Paige does this. And Stell turns and locks. And I was like, whoa! And then she leaves. And then obviously me looking at Stell, I watch him in the eyes. I'm going for that high five. I'm like, yes, Stell. This was Stell. Stell, Paige. Paige leaves. Me, Stell. Stell removed his hand. So I did not high five him. But what's so funny is I think he didn't see me, to be honest. I think as soon as he had his high touch with Paige, he looked away. He was like, okay, Paige is gone. And I was like, okay, bye. And then I looked at Paige. Paige looked at me because she saw what happened. She saw how Stell did not high five me. I looked at Paige and I was like, Paige, we need to talk. Paige, we need to talk. Literally, Stell wanted that high touch with Paige. And guys, when I tell you, like, don't be mad at Paige because Paige did nothing. Paige did not high touch him. Stell requested the high five. Like, Stell wanted. We never do anything unless the boy requested. Like, unless the boys go for it. And then I said, Paige, did you see how invisible I am next to you? Like, I was like, ugh, Mr. Sylvester Hajero, the man you are. So beautiful. Anyways, that was fun. It went out so fast. So to be honest, maybe it's not even accurate. My perspective of what happened maybe is not accurate. I tried to say bye again to Kim. I don't really remember. All I remember really in that photo op was Justin and Stell, because I really tried to get Justin's attention. As soon as I realized we were not passing next to them and I was not going to see Justin and Pablo, I was like, and no way, you are not. I paid my money. I am saying hi to Justin. I leaned forward and I said, Justin! Hi! And then he looked at me and said, oh, hi, you're here. He said, hi, thank you for coming. Something like this. Paige Stell besties, yes. Did he look better with his red hair? Stell looks like an actual prince, like. Okay, now let's talk about when we were at Barricade, guys. So much happened. Oh my God. Because obviously then we go to Barricade and then we wait and we literally watch everyone get their photo up. And the things that happen, guys. So funny. Because obviously, while people get their photo up, in between the photo ups, the boys have nothing to do. So they look at us. So we were like going for that interaction, guys. I have one interaction on my phone. I might include it in my vlog, but this was my interaction. I'm filming Stell. I said, Stell, hi. And then I do this, guys. I was so cringy. Don't mind me. I was like, Stell, hee. And then I film him. And then my phone literally fell because this is Stell looking at me. Okay, me in front of Stell. Hi. Stell looks at me and he's like, so funny. Then I'm like, Jasmine, let's get Mr. Ken's attention. So me and Jasmine, we go full on. We're like, Palayo, oh Palayo. Ken looks at us and he's like, you know Ken, do you know Ken's side eye? This was him. And what was so funny is that they knew, like they know we're front row, right? They see us. They cannot avoid us because they're literally straight at us because the photo op is them sitting and people go behind them and they're sitting in front of us. So obviously we got that interaction. So also I still cannot see Justin or Pablo because the staff is in front of them to take the photos. So all I could see was Josh, Ken, and Stell. And Josh was turned around always to the photo op. Like he was welcoming all the people. Like Josh was really giving attention to like the people walking because he was first in line. But Ken and Stell, they were right in front of us. And it was so funny because at one point, you could tell that Ken was trying to avoid eye contact with us. So Ken was like trying to do this. Because he didn't want to look straight at us because we were like, woo, Palayo. So funny. And like Stell did so many interactions with us. Like Stell was like, Stell was like, and Stell gave us all of the fan service that we wanted. And it was the best. Ken was so cute, guys. He was an introvert. But like, you could see, like, we didn't want to bother him too much. So after we stopped. But after that, of course, he looked at us a few times and he was like, he waved at me. He was like, and then obviously I was trying to do hearts. Ken did not heart back because Ken is too shy. Stell was going full on. Stell was like, woo. And then me and Jasmine were like, woo. And then Ken was trying to look away and he was like, but still, what's so funny is that Ken was looking away, but he could hear us. And we're like, Ken. And Ken was like his side eye is so funny. Ken is so shy to everyone, guys. Anyways, I think I should stop this live now. I'm almost 2 hours. Guys, we have not gone through the concert. We have not gone through DC. Like, how many lives do I need to do? There's so much to talk about, guys. Okay, so I'll stop the live once I tell you the sound check because so much happened during sound check, guys. The sound check was sound checking. Oh my god. So then they leave after the photo op. We looked at each other. We're like, oh my god, wow. And I cannot even believe this, but okay, so this is the barricade. And we were really in the side, like, and I remember being like, wow, I'm too much at the side. Like, I'm too on the far end. They're not going to see us. Oh boy, was I wrong. I was wrong. I got literally all the interaction because what I've realized, guys, if you want maybe like a little, like, if you plan to go to a concert and you want to be barricade, actually, I think you will get more interaction if you are on the side rather than if you're in the middle. Because I've realized that they go down to the side. They don't go down to the middle. I just got here. Don't leave. Melissa May. We've been telling all the tea, all the juicy stories. Like, the stories are sweet. Okay, so photo op. No, sound check. They arrive at the sound check and we're like, hi, hello. And obviously they start singing. I think they started with Gento or Crimson. I don't remember. Maybe Gento? And then Stel was in front of me for the sound check, like for the first song. He was in front of us. He was giving us like, oh my God, Stel was playing with us. He was like, oh, stop it. Oh, like Stel was like, hi. I barely saw Pablo, guys. When I tell you, Pablo was out of. So many people are going to be like, why do you have no story of like Pablo? Guys, Pablo was out of my vision, out of my reach. I did not see him for the photo op. I like Stel and also Justin. Justin was barely on my side, never saw him. That's why I don't have any stories of him. But Ken and Stel were literally in front of my face the entire show. They go to the hype people. Okay, they started to hype people. And obviously, Mr. Josh Cullen. It's always Josh that starts thing. Josh jumps in the crowd. Like, he jumps. And then he's like taking the phone. He's like, okay, let me take the phone. And he's like on the side. And I'm like, oh my God, he's coming towards me. Oh my God, Josh Cullen is coming. So I had my phone and I was like, Josh! Gave my phone to Josh. Josh takes my phone and he takes a selfie. I'm like, and then he leaves. And I'm like, and I look at what's so funny, guys, is Jasmine's reaction. Well, I have it like on video. This is me and Josh, and this is Jasmine. I think she was like, what is going on? Like, she was looking at Pablo, and then she turned around and she sees me taking a selfie with Josh, and she's like, it's so funny. Then Mr. Pablo, I was so shocked, guys. Pablo comes, locks eyes with me. He locks like our eyes meet. Like, I look at him, I take my phone, and I say, wow. And Pablo takes my phone, and then he films. Also, my phone was not on selfie mode. My phone was on. So you know how they usually record themselves like this? My phone was not on selfie mode. My phone was like this. So he saw Ken because he had to film himself like this, not like this. He sees Ken. Okay, so he films himself. He sees Ken. He's like, oh, this is Ken bias. Let me go to Ken. But on the way to Ken, there was Justin. He puts the phone in Justin's face like this. Literally, the video I have of Justin, I can see all of his pores. It's so close. Literally like this. And Justin is like, what? So funny. Then he goes to Ken because he sees my phone. And he's like, Ken. And then Ken is like, Then I'm like, where is he going? He's coming back. I'm like, oh, he's going to give me my phone back. Boy, was I wrong. No, he was not giving me my phone back. He was going to Mr. Josh. He sees Josh, puts the phone to Josh. This is Josh taking selfies. Pablo puts the phone in his armpit. In Josh's armpit. And then he leaves. And I'm like, where is he going with my phone? And he goes on his little stroll up to see Stel. He sees Stel and he puts the phone to Stel. And Stel is my fave because Stel gives the biggest smile. The biggest smile. Stel is like, and then Pablo looks at himself again. And then he gives my phone. Now, guys, I will tell you the story of me trying to help. Okay, so they were taking so many phones. And I was like, obviously, you know that my eyes were like, Ken Susan, I need to give in my phone no matter what. I need to give Ken Susan my phone. I don't remember, guys, girlies, let me know. Did Ken take my phone at soundcheck or did he take my phone at Encore? I don't remember. Was it? Let me see. Was it soundcheck? I don't remember. But next one, Pablo gives my phone back. Pablo, okay, guys, you know how long the video Pablo took on my phone was 1 minute and 20 seconds. Pablo took my phone and recorded for 1 minute and 20 seconds. And then, look, this is what Pablo took. Like, still, Justin, like, literally. Okay, so, yeah, so, so Ken only took my phone. Yeah, okay, Ken only took my phone at the encore. Yeah. So Ken didn't take my phone at the sound check. But still, Mr. Stelvester locked eyes with him. I saw him. I took my phone out and still text my phone. I haven't uploaded that yet. Text my phone, and then he tries to get me in the frame, but I'm so far. And he's like, ee. And then you know what he does? You know what Mr. Stelvester Ahero does with my phone? He does. I'm like, still. Then he gives me my phone back. Everyone took my phone except Justin. And Justin was booked and busy, literally booked and busy. And Justin, now that I think about it, Justin barely came to my side. So that's why maybe I didn't have opportunities to give him my phone. But they really tried to get everyone's phone. Everyone. But yeah, my girlies got so many selfies too. Jasmine got a selfie with Josh, and I feel so bad because I photobombed her selfie. It was a reflex, guys. Like, it was not me trying to ruin her selfie. It was a reflex. Because Josh turned, and I think Josh probably knows I'm friend with Jasmine, so he turned, and obviously I did. And then I'm in her photo and I felt so bad. I was like, oh my God, Jasmine, I'm so sorry. I'm in your selfie. I probably ruined the selfie. Ask Rody to Photoshop me out of this selfie. Anyways, other than that, the sound check was so fun, guys. It was so hype. But when I tell you the encore was insane. Like, y'all, you had to be there because I swear to you, Ken literally, I think Ken felt very safe. I think he could sense the entire show that he was safe because he literally, when I tell you, he leaned on us like this. And nobody touched him. Nobody grabbed him. Nobody like pushed him. He was just chilling and he was having the best time. And I was looking at him like, is he stage diving? Like, is he trying to make us like push him up? Like, I was like, is this a stage dive? What is this? And Ken was like this on 18. And it's so funny because I have a video. And then when he went back, there was an 18 and she was like, and her, literally Ken's back was on her like this. And Ken was literally chilling and nobody touched him. Like, you can see in my video, there's like Leah and Tish. They're not touching him. They're just like looking at him, so respectful. And you can see Ken having the best time of his life. Literally, I was so happy for him. Also, Ken, so let me talk about, like, the entire concert happened on the sea. Like, it was insane. Like, the energy was insane. But you know why the energy was different, guys? Because there was so many international fans. It was different from last year. Last year, I feel like last year, me and the girlies were the only international fans. But this year, I say it was like 50% international fans. So the vibe was different. The vibe was different. The front row was international fans. And I feel like the boys must have been like, wow, this is insane. Like, we're reaching non-Filipino fans. Like, that's insane. Ken's perfume, guys, Josh smells so freaking good. When Josh came to take the selfie with me, he smells so strong. And we were talking about it with the girlies, and they said that maybe every time he goes out, he perfumes himself again because there's no way he smells so good. Like, I don't really remember Ken's perfume though. The one that really struck me was Josh. Josh smelled so good. I did not smell stale, even though Ken was literally, when I tell you Ken, like Ken was here, literally my elbow. He was there, and I was looking at him like, hi, hi, like the best. Can you describe the smell? I think it's very musky, like it's very like manly. I would say maybe like wood with some musk and maybe like leather or something kind of like very strong and like manly, like pheromones. That's what comes to my mind. Also, I didn't see who got his t-shirt because he froze his t-shirt, guys. In DC, I was in his vision. Like in DC, I was middle, completely middle, and I was a bit back. And when I saw Josh coming out with his t-shirt, I was like, Lydia, you have one goal. You are getting that t-shirt. You are getting it. But the person that got it was a man 2 rows behind me. But guys, that man was so tall. That man was like 2 meters. He was so tall. So he literally did that and he got the t-shirt. And I jumped. I went for that. I was like, "Ah." I was like, I need that t-shirt. I didn't get it. Josh perfume is Joe Malone. Do you think so? Because I have Joe Malone perfume men and it didn't smell like this though. Also, okay, let me tell you just the last story of, I will go live again, guys, maybe tomorrow. Should I go live tomorrow for part 2? Yeah, I'll go live tomorrow for part 2, guys. Monday, okay? So tomorrow, same time, part 2. Let me tell you also a little story of the encore. So, you know, the stage has, how do you call this? Where the sound comes out of, help me. Oh my god, what is it called? The sound comes out of the what? What's it called? Oh my god. Speakers. Thank you. Speakers. So there's the stage, and then there's speakers, and the speakers are 2, 2, 2, and so if you're in the middle, this is why I tell you, if you ever go to SB19 concert, don't go to the middle, go to the side, because the speakers are in front of you. And SB19, they like to sit on the edge, but they can't sit in the middle because there's the speakers. So they come on the side. That's why they're always on the side. Oh, guys, I haven't even told you. I'll tell you the story tomorrow, but Justin sang to me little things. He sang to me, he locked eyes. He sang to me in my eyes, and I saw the butterflies. I will tell you that story tomorrow. So basically, this was Jasmine. Okay, so there was Paige, Jasmine, me. And the speaker is in front of me. So Ken sits in the middle of the speakers. So Ken is kind of far away from me, I would say. Like, if Ken reaches his arm and I reach my arm, we don't touch, like we're so far. So he sits in front of Chris and James. And so there's James, Chris, Paige, Jasmine, me. Ken sits in front of James. Ken sees us, obviously, guys. He sees us. He sees Paige, Jasmine, and me. Obviously, Jasmine and me are Ken bias. He knows it. Like, and no way he doesn't know, because we're so loud. And he starts taking phones and recording. And guys, so as Ken is doing this, Josh is here. And I'm like, okay, Josh is way closer to me. He's so close to me. So I'm like, should I try Josh again? And so this was me trying to Ken, Josh, Ken, Josh, Ken, Josh. What do I do? And then Ken starts to take Jasmine's phone. And at this point, I'm trying to give him my phone, but I'm like, it's not going to take it. It's too far. It cannot reach my phone. It's not going to take it. Guys, I'm Ken. Ken takes Jasmine's phone. He barely reaches her phone. Barely. He's like, oh. And then he looks at me. He looks at me. As he's taking Jasmine's phone, he looks at me. And I'm like, literally, I'm like, with my phone. He looks at me. He looks at me and he says, I got you. He takes, and I'm like, Jasmine, did he say he will take my phone? He's like, yeah, he's going to take your phone, Lydia. Don't worry. Gives Jasmine her phone back. He looks at me, takes his hand, try to reach for my phone. Guys, this was too funny because he was so far from me. When I tell you, I had to literally stand on the barricade. Try to give my phone, and we were like, he took my phone, and then he does, gives me my phone back. Guys, I don't even know how I gave him my phone. He was so far. But he looked at me, he said, I got you, Lydia. Gave me my phone back. And then this was me after. Jasmine were like, did you see what he did? He literally looked at you and he said, yeah, I'll take your phone. I was like, oh my God, Jasmine, he took my phone. He took my phone. Guys, what an adventure. You saw a TikTok of that? No way. Oh my God. Yeah. But I feel like he really saw me trying and I felt like I was losing hope because this was the encore. After that, there was no more option. Like, I think he was like, oh, she's Ken bias. I should probably take her phone. Oh, guys. Okay. I'm going to tell you the last story before I go out. Ken was bestie. Ken was amazing. I'm going to tell you the story of me helping an 18 trying to get phone. Okay. So there's this 18 behind me. She was like maybe 2 rows behind me. And she was so tiny. She was trying to jump to try and see. And she was like screaming, like she was literally like trying to hand her phone. But guys, when you try to hand your phones to them, like your phone is so far from them. Like there's a big gap between the stage and you. So obviously they take phones of the people in the front because the people 1 row back are too far. Like they can't reach them. And at that time, Pablo had taken my phone. Stell had taken my phone. And I was like, okay, like Pablo is back again. I'm not going to give my phone again to Pablo. Like I already had like my thing with Pablo. And I see her and she starts screaming, Pablo, please take my phone. I look at her. I reach behind. I snatched her phone. Looked at Pablo, locked eyes with Pablo, gave her phone to Pablo. Pablo takes her phone. Guys, Pablo takes her phone. This was her. Guys, I don't know who she is. She looks at me, guys. She's like, oh, thank you so much. I love you. Thank you so much. And I was like, I got you, girl. I got you. She was literally, guys, when I tell you, she literally hugged me from behind. She was like, thank you so, so much. But guys, that's not the story. The story happens now. Pablo takes the phone, records, and then does, and then he looks at me and he gives me the phone back without doing anything. And she's like, what is, Pablo shows me her phone, and it says, full storage. I look at her and I'm like, girl, did you give me a phone full storage to give to Pablo? Pablo looked at us like, full storage. And Pablo gave me the phone back. And I was like, I took the phone back and I gave it to her. And she started crying. And I was like, girl, you had your shot. You had it. You had your freaking shot. You. And she was like, and I was like, girl, you cannot go to a concert with full storage. No, you cannot. No, 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 no. But the funniest thing was Pablo's face when he saw that full storage popping on the phone. Like, he was like, and then he gave it back. And I looked at her after like maybe 10 seconds. I looked at her and I said, did you get any, did you film anything? And she's like, no. And I looked at her and I was like, girl, I tried. I was doing my duty as an 18 to give your phone away. And nothing happened. Guys, it was such a funny moment though. I felt bad for her though. I felt so bad. But I was like, girl, like, you did that to yourself, right? So epic fail. I feel so bad. Can you imagine? Like, she would forever tell the story how Pablo took her phone, but nothing happened. She didn't even have anything because as soon as he pressed record, it said full storage. So she got nothing. I would cry too. Literally, the before I came to New York, I emptied my entire phone. I had literally 10 GB of storage. It was once in a lifetime, especially because she was not even in the front. Like, I snatched her phone because she was loud. I was like, girl, she needs her phone taken. Like, she deserves it. She was so tiny. She was retrying her best. She was giving it her all. Like, when I tell you she was giving, she was going for it. And I was like, I will help you. Because my arm is long. Like, look at that arm. That's long. And this is the story how that girl failed. She failed. Anyways, guys, guys, I have plenty more stories. Like, I have so many stories, y'all. Okay, so I'll come back live tomorrow at the same time so y'all can catch up. We've been live for 2 hours already. So tomorrow, part 2, we can go through the concert. I'll tell you everything that happens, like all the little juicy stories, all the fan service. There's so much, guys. I will tell you everything. Anyways, thanks so much for watching and make sure to subscribe. And the vlog will probably come out Tuesday or Wednesday. Anyways, thanks so much for watching and bye. See you tomorrow. Bye.